What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games. Before we get into Promotion Wars episode 52, as the owner of High Volume Games, I'd like to discuss something that happened off screen with you regarding the Interstate Champion Air Paris. See, we were backstage talking, and he let me know that he had talked to Court Bauer from MLW many times recently. As you know, if you've followed the show, Air Paris hasn't been happy with us. Um, his draw value is very high. We are a local organization. We can't pay a whole lot, and he wants more. And yeah, let's be honest, I don't blame him. So we've tried to do what we can, putting him in main events, starting the Interstate Open Challenge, but it hasn't worked out. So between Air Paris and I, we discussed it, and it is in the best interest of both parties to let Air Paris go to MLW. So as of this moment, the interstate title is now vacant. Air Paris is no longer a member of High Volume Wrestling. We do wish him the best. We thank him for the year and a half that he was with us at HVW, our longest running champion of all time, with the 195-day reign as the interstate champion. Thank you to Air Paris, and we wish you the best at MLW. We hope we'll see you someday soon. And with that, we're going to get into the show. Boom. What's up, everybody? So what really happened, I wanted to be a little dramatic at the start, but what really happened was, we did the show episode 51, and I didn't actually save it. I forgot. I messed up. And so what I did was we have the matches still up here in the notebook. So I redid it with the winners. And then as I was getting us set, we had just finished the house show going into retaliation, and I got that email. It was MLW wanted to talk to Air Paris. If he accepted, we would get $21,160. And the case was that, he has 6 months left on his contract. He's not happy with us. And we're paying $1,000 a week, a little more than that. So we can now not pay $1,000 a week. We got $21,000. I mean, that's a win for us, for a small promotion that, spends $30,000 a week. Hey, that's almost a week's paycheck right there. But we're going to get into the show. We got Emergence coming up. We got a new feature. So what? If you haven't been on the Promotion Wars site, Adam sent out a message. We got a new patch. It's got a couple new features, some bug fixes, and one cool feature. I'll go into it took me a minute. I actually recorded part of this show and then couldn't figure out what to do, but it's right here. If you go into options mode, there is auto book secondary show, and you can turn this on or off. So if you want to book your house shows or your, he used the example for like AEW, how they have so many shows. You can do that. So we're gonna keep it on. We'll see what we like. What I have the storyline is that okay, Dixie Carter's running the main show this week, and I'm rolling. If you've been on my series, my room runs downhill. But so Dixie Carter's running the house show, or I mean the main show this week, and Stacy Keibler, geez. Stacy Keibler is doing the Saturday night house show, and we're gonna see what she does with that. But we're gonna book the main show first. I have some fun ideas for this one. The only thing is, because I don't know who's getting booked on the show, as Adam said, it's going to be more like lower tier people. People don't get used as much. Uh, since I don't know who's on that show, um, it's like I don't with my crazy ideas here. I don't actually have I don't know if I'm gonna use a lot of wrestlers today, but we're gonna do our best. So our main event of the evening, because we now have a vacant world title or a vacant interstate title, we are going to have a four-way between Paul London, who is going for the triple, the triple crown champ, uh, Scotty Valentine, who is also going to try to be a triple crown champ, uh, Chris Hero, and Matt Cross. Which way to go, Matt Cross! You've been here for like 3 weeks, and you're already main eventing and going for the title. All right, so in our seventh match, if you saw last week's episode, um, there was a match between Evan Gonzalez and Sean Cash. Cash won the match, which was a shock to me. And uh, after the match, Madhausen came down and attacked uh, Sean Cash. So I had the idea of putting the Misunderstood with Mad Braddock's Danhausen and uh, Evan Gonzalez against Adam Williams, Eric Cannon, and Sean Cash. I said, look at this little kind of roster here where Eric Cannon's sort of getting the HVW wrestling school guys as his allies. Adam Williams and Sean Cash. Okay, so the next match is going to be a women's title match. The fighting champion Nicole Matthews is going to take on Amber Nova, who had the win at the retaliation in the women's battle royal. I'm trying to remember what I had here, but we're going to do a four-way tag team backstage brawl. And it's going to be between Kaz, basically the guys who fought in the backstage or who fought in the retaliation show in the early match. But Kaz and Redbeard, uh, Lane and Volume, um, Bennett and Hollis, and Bennett and Everett, Brooks Boys. Okay, we're gonna have a women's tag team match. And it's gonna be Martin and Prince because I like them. First of all, they've got really high ratings, and they were part of the Four Horsewomen. Well, oh, did I say that? I'm not gonna get sued. The Four High Volume Women. And they're gonna go up against. They fought Shamrock and Collister last time, so this time we're gonna put them with Park against a stronger team of Ruby Soho and Susie Parkman. Uh, so those of you now, if you remember the last episode, when I did the retaliation pay-per-view, um, I did Harris versus Davison for the title, but I made it a regular match by accident. Um, so what I did was when I had to redo this over again, I turned that into an actual hardcore match. Um, and Harris obviously won because I put him as the winner. But that match went from a 71 to like an 86, and that was the highest match of the night, and brought uh, the show rating up 2%. So that was nice. But we're gonna have Harris, Davison, and Kevin Bantam, because remember, Bantam won in the house show uh, the night before Retaliation, so let's give him a little love. We're going to put Bruiser Bruto and AR Fox here because they're going to just give us a barn burner of a match. And we're going to have Andy Black take on Robbie Einhorn. And before, one other thing, sorry for, and forgive me. The other one of the other big features from this new patch that came up is this teams function. Say I wanted to look up a team for that match, the like we did the 4-way tag match. You can go to teams and you're right back over on the teams and stables page. So that's really nice to just have another thing that you can come over here through the. Now you have the roster, the teams, the feuds, the champions, your history, and the card. So just another added cool feature. All right. So we are going to get into this. This is the Dixie Carter led show, as Stacy is now running the house shows. We're gonna see highlights of this. Hope everyone's doing well. Things are well here. The big storm is gone. The blizzard that came through, most of it is melted. We luckily missed that big storm that just came through. Just dropped some rain on us. Andy Black. Oh, Einhorn off the top rope with a 450 splash. Referee makes it 3 out. Robbie Einhorn beats Andy Black and wins his first ever match. And poor Andy Black. He first of all lost 24 in a row. Then I think he won like 5 straight, and now it's lost to the new guy. You were supposed to win that one, Andy. That disco guy is live from a house in a recognized. Oh no, he's going. He's at Tommy O'Neill's house. It's Mom and Dad O'Neill. Now we need Tommy O'Neill to call on the phone and call for Dash Wilder and Dax and Cash. Sorry, my bad. Like he did when was it Rollins? Rollins was at Edge's house. With the referee back to her, AR Fox hits Bruiser. AR rolls him up. What is going on here? We have just had 2 of the biggest upsets so far as AR Fox cheats his way to victory over the heel Bruiser Bruto, and Robbie Einhorn beats Andy Black. AR Fox with a big win. That's good though. That's good for the feud because we don't want Bruiser to one side the feud. So AR Fox getting that win. Although I'm at least happy that Brett and Johnny in the ring are talking. Cass and Redbeard come down. Well, Redbeard was saying that he's injured, but then magically heals and hits Volume with a chair, which is not very nice. That's going to lead into our backstage brawl. Kevin Banto pulls out a kendo stick. Davison's dazed at ringside. Harris is not even in this. Bantam cracks him. Wait a minute. Is this going to happen? Kevin Bantam makes the cover on Scotty Davison. Kevin Bantam is our new parking lot champion. This has been the three greatest matches ever. We've had Einhorn beating Andy Black. We've had AR Fox beat Bruiser Bruto. And Kevin Bantam just wins the parking lot championship. In the days of the parking lot championship, we've had Valentine and Viking and Chris Harris and now Kevin Bantam. Well, Susie Taylor, there's we're looking like we're having a contract signing between Bruiser and AR. Bruiser not happy after that. I think I'm gonna put Bruiser Bruto with Brooke Hogan, kind of like 1996 Sunny, where she had like the was it the Smoking Guns or the Body Donnas? But she had one of them plus she had Farouk. It's gonna kind of be like that. She's gonna have her tag team Brooks Boys, but she's also gonna have Bruiser Bruno with just a lot of B's. Helen Martin and Rebecca Prince versus Ruby Soho and Susie Parkman. I can only imagine what's going to happen in this match. By the way, none of this happened in my previous thing. Ruby Soho hits the riot kick on Rebecca Prince, and that's it. And that actually happened. But yeah, every other result that I made so far has been absolutely the opposite. Before I couldn't find the option, and then which I restarted. Chris Harris actually retained the title, but in this case, Kevin Bantam is the winner. Now the question is, does Scotty Valentine later on come back down and take it from Kevin Bantam? Like he just stands next to him and be like, "Give me." Maccabee's live. Oh, and he's at Paul London's house. Although, and I was gonna say because now he's attacking Paul London's family, but I was gonna say for Disco to do that was better than what happened when I had done the previous, because basically Disco punched Renee Paquette. So that didn't actually happen. So tag team backstage brawl. Kaz and Bennett. Bennett whips Kaz into the toilet, locks Dome. There was a guy in there with his pants down. Kaz charges Bennett into the sinks. Rams Anthony Bennett's head into the mirror. It shatters and Bennett goes down in a heap. Anthony Bennett can't continue. At least they told me which Bennett it was. When I did this also previously, they just said Bennett. And there's two Bennetts in this match. So this was wonderful. And thankfully, Kaz and Redbeard after this match washed their hands. Because when you're in the bathroom, always wash your hands. So Kaz and Redbeard get the win. They're on a freaking roll. But again, when you have you're taking on the teams of like Volume and Lane and, Hollis and Bennett and stuff like that, you're going to go on a run. Susie's backstage with Scotty. Susie's questions. Oh, here comes Too Tough Tony. Tony's kicking the life out of Davison. Davison's not having a good night. He gets pinned for the parking lot title, and now gets beat up by Too Tough Tony. Nicole Matthews and Amber Nova. And this would be the shot for Amber Nova because it's Wacko Day. But no, Nicole Matthews hits the Vancouver maneuver and gets the win. Nicole Matthews is getting closer to that all-time women's champion that Jordan Grace owns. Nicole has already defended more than Jordan. And actually defended 2 times in 4 nights. One day we'll have to see if we book Air Paris to come down. Chavo cutting a promo on Lance, but Lance music interrupts. Lance stands on the entranceway. He walks off, having the last word. The Misunderstood versus Adam Williams, Eric Cannon, and Sean Cash. Danhausen has had enough. He grabs a chair. Referee pulls it from him and takes it to the ring. While he's backstage, while his back is turned, Danhausen hits the GTS. 1, 2, 3. Danhausen wins after the eye poke. I think it was the GTS that got him, but that's okay. By the way, I've become a huge fan of like Ethan Page's toy vlogs and stuff, and he had one this past week or so with Danhausen and Hornswoggle and Sean Rossap, and that was hilarious. For someone who's never seen most of these guys wrestle, I'm just enjoying all these all these people. Contract signing. Cannon and Williams are going to sign a contract, as do Madhausen. They're going to have a tag team match sometime in the near future. I have this thought process because of there was a story when like I said, I had done this before, then couldn't find the option now, which was plainly right in my face. Um, but there was such a good storyline for thing. Chris Hero connects with the Cortex on Scotty Valentine. Hero makes the cover. Chris Hero wins his first his second HVW championship. This time it's the Interstate Championship. Oh, does that mean we're gonna have to have Chris Hero versus his tag team partner, London? Uh, but there was this great feud, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent for about 2 seconds. But there was this great when I did this the first time before, because I made up about 17 minutes before I had to stop the video because I couldn't find the option. But like I said, it was right there. Um, the way that the misunderstood versus Cannon, Williams, and Cash ended was that Williams was being held by Disco, and then Danhausen ran at him. Williams got away, and Danhausen and Disco collided, and that was the same way at Retaliation that Disco lost the title match when it happened. It was Mad Braddocks that did it, and so I had this feud going that okay, this is the time that Danhausen's going to take over the lead of the Misunderstood. So I don't know if I'm just gonna, we're gonna gloss over that last thing right now, and yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But I have a feeling that Disco and Danhausen are gonna have some issues. Einhorn and Andy Black 74, AR Fox and Bruiser Bruno 88. I'm still on that. Robbie Einhorn defeats Andy Black. AR Fox defeats Bruiser Bruno. Kevin Bantham defeats Chris Harris and Scotty Davidson with an 87. Boom. Uh, Ruby and Susie versus Helen and Rebecca for 79. Kaz and Redbeard went 77 on that tag, which for a tag team backstage brawl is not bad at all. Matthews defeats Nova 76. Misunderstood defeat Williams, Cannon, and Cash 74. Uh, and Hero, London, Scotty, and Matt Cross 85.40. They were 79. Sorry, 85.40. That's a great show. 18,266 profit. Everybody loved it. And AR Fox and Bruiser Bruno was the match of the night. AR Fox is, proving he is worth that money that we paid for him because of, All right, the Saturday show. We're going to put in now this is going to be booked auto. So we'll go to the Davis Arena. I was trying to keep the house shows bigger, but at this moment we're just gonna let them do it. Okay, so they put Kevin Seville versus Kevin McCartney. The Kevins are battling. Hannah Shamrock versus Helen Martin. That actually could be really good. Tony Callahan versus Alicia Charrington. See, she's been watching. She knows. That's Trish Stratus versus Lita right there. It's going to be a match. Scotty Davison versus Scotty Valentine. Okay, yep. But the only issue I have with that is that needs to be a hardcore match because they're the two best hardcore people. And Lance Anoa'i and Ryan Nemeth as our main event. Interesting. So the only thing I will edit this one. I'm gonna edit Scotty and Scotty Davidson. We're still gonna have that match. I just want to update the stipulation. I'm not stepping on your toes, Stacy. But that's kind of fun. I like that. And if you're a person whose roster has so many people and your shows have 4 shows, this is an actual fun way to get you don't have to put all that stress uh, on yourself. Oh, I did the same thing. What am I? I'm a moron. One day, one day, we're 52 episodes in. One day, I will actually not mess that up. Okay, hardcore match. And we just go to the S's because they're still both named Scotty for the moment. All right, hardcore match between Davison and Valentine. Stacy Keibler just says, you know what? I'm just going to book the best. So, yeah. So I think we might keep this kind of, because we'll tweak things as we go along, but, I kind of like this. I as for, even for a small thing like me. So given to Bill and McCartney, that's a little different, but that's okay. I like this Shamrock and Martin. Obviously, when am I ever going to say no to Sheraton Callahan? Like I said, that's Trish and Lita for us, and that's an awesome match, and this one's intriguing. I almost want to put if it wasn't for the fact that it's on the house show, I would have put the television title on the line. But all right, we're going to confirm. So who do we have? We have Tommy O'Neill as our champion. We have a sellout here. Tommy O'Neill's our champion, and now we have Chris Hero as Turbo the dog barks behind me. He's our interstate champion. All right, actually, so we'll go straight to results. I think maybe next time we'll do see highlights for the house show, just because it's obviously quicker to book since they're doing the booking for us. Seville defeats McCartney 73. Helen Martin defeats Hannah Shamrock 78. Tony Callahan defeats Alicia Shamrock at 83. Scotty Valentine defeats Scotty Davison 89. And Ryan Nemeth defeats Lance Anoa'i 64. Oh. But an overall show rating of 83.92. So Stacy did not do a bad job. I mean, it's a little under the booked, me booking, but I've also been doing it a lot longer. Whereas, I'm sorry, forgive me, I said me, but it's Dixie Carter who's doing the booking for the TV show, and Stacy now is the. We'll have to change that. And I'm sorry, guys, if I'm acting goofy. Very tired from work, but I'm also really just having fun. It's been a long week, so this has been the highlight to come and play uh, and enjoy and just talk to myself here, talk to you guys. We have a new high volume wrestling academy trainee. He's a heavyweight with great charisma. Show me. Nathan Morris. Well, he's got an 85 charisma, but he's 60 in ring and 66 hardcore. If either one of those had been a little higher, I'd probably take him. But I think we're okay, especially now since we got people like Bantam, and Einhorn winning matches. AR Fox. Okay, so that is official. We're back to 100%. That's nice. Um, and So Stacy Keibler is actually she will be called the executive manager of Saturday Night. We need to give Saturday Night a title. Post in the comments below. What do you think the name of the Saturday Night show should be? And while I love Shotgun Saturday Night, it's not the EM of the Saturday Night Show. And she will be the EM. Wednesday Night Warriors. That way, if we ever decided we wanted to split the roster, we could Carter and Keebler could take over. But yeah, what should the show be? All right, so that's going to be it. Again, sorry for one not saving the show. Also, sorry that you didn't get to see the Air Paris breaking news because that was pretty cool. Good luck to him at MLW. Congratulations to Chris Hero for becoming the new interstate champion. Makes sense though; he was feuding with him. And with that said, we're going to call this a night. Go on to the PW Remastered site, pwremastered.com. Check out the new patch. Download the game if you haven't already. Do add or go to the link for the new patch, put it in, and you will get to have the booking done as well as the teams. And until then, we'll be back next week with another episode. So thanks to everybody who's been watching. For I have something in my eye for the past 52 weeks. No, it hasn't been 52 weeks. It's been 52 episodes though. We're getting close though. Oh wait, we have to look at one more thing. We were talking about it. Nicole Matthews, history. She's at 80 days with 6 defenses. Jordan Grace is 98, so she got 3 weeks. And she, let's be honest, doesn't have to defend the title again. She's got 30 days. By the way, look, did you see? Former champ Arian Andrew and former champ Summer Rae in WWE Royal Rumble. All right, gang. I've kept you long enough. Take care now. Bye.